Hey guys, Evan Rook here, back in the video, and today we're going to be doing a review on the Bandai 2004 Hedorah figure. So this is going to be the last Bandai figure that I review for these upcoming reviews. The next review, which I think is going to be the last one, is going to be of a completely different figure. You might be remembering it if you saw my birthday haul. But anyway, let's get straight into this guy. This is probably one of my more favorite Bandai figures that I got this year. Again, this is the Final Wars Bandai Hedorah. I remember when I heard that they were making this, I was really pleased because Hedorah has very little screen time in Final Wars, so I thought it was really interesting that they were taking their time to actually make a Bandai figure of him in this completely unique design from what he looks like in 1972. As we can see though, there are a lot of things to like about this figure, so let's get straight to the pros. So the first pro when it comes to this figure is the detail. The detail on this figure is really well done. First things first, we all know that Hedorah is this figure that is literally just, slime, goo, pollution, really cultivated into one giant monster. Case with this, however, we're able to see really good details of like this wrinkly, kind of like slimy appeal that the 1972 figure has as well, at least in the versions that I have of it. Really nice detail here with these kind of little, which I don't really remember them being in the 1972 design, these little kind of potholes that come out of his back. Again, really nice design. Facial design, there isn't really much, of course, because it's just a continuation of his body with now eyes. But we do have this really nice detail given for this red streak that goes right down the middle, which is, of course, design accurate and which actually looks really cool on the figure itself. The good detail on the droopy slime appeal that it has in the front of his arms right here. Of course, good detail on his legs. Tail is done really well, but of course that kind of slime look discontinues from here and then cuts off here and then is more smooth here, as you can see, which is a little bit weird, but I'm not going to make that a con because that would be so much of a tiny nitpick. Let's get into the next thing I like about this figure. So the next thing I like about this figure is the paint job. The paint job on this figure is a solid average. I'm not going to say it's a little bit above average, it is just a solid average. The reason why I say this is because it really consists of just mainly two colors, red and gray. Of course, there is a different version of red for the eyes, which is definitely more booming, but in general, that only makes up a tiny part of the figure. And again, yes, I guess technically there is some white there, but in general, as you can see, the majority of this figure is colored gray and red. So all that is really good. Nice shading here on the foot here. I like how it transitions from the gray to the red. Same thing here for the front of the arms. Really kind of on the edge of certain parts of the figure is there like this red then camouflages back into the gray and this red shade in the back too. Again, shading is done really nice, but I don't really think any of the colors stand out. I still have to, of course, give credit at the fact there are no paint scuffs. Yeah, paint job on this figure is just a solid average. So let's get into the cons of this figure. So when it comes to the cons of this figure, there is really only one major con, and that is the articulation. Articulation, now we're going back to Bandai figures that don't have good articulation. Articulation on this guy is not very good because there literally isn't any at all besides the arms. So the arms, I do give credit. They also go 360, which is nice. So even though that's the case for both of those, I'm disappointed at the fact that there are so many opportunities to have added more joints, but they didn't take them. One, there is a glue seal right on the head here. There's a glue seal right on the tail here. And there are two glue seals here where his feet are. So had you fixed up all those glue seals, this guy would have had 6 joints of articulation, far more than the minimum 4 that I require to see on a Bandai in order for it to get a pro. I certainly would have really just enjoyed this figure as a whole had they literally had those things fixed. So I would be rating this figure an 8 out of 10. I would recommend getting this figure. The price is going up like all the other recent Bandai figures that I showed you guys, so would recommend you get it soon. Yeah, hope you guys enjoy this review. Like, comment, subscribe. See you guys later. Bye-bye.